It's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast. This is kind of summing up what we did on a podcast talking about the Grinnell Historical Museum that's being renovated. And you can find that on outandaboutwithjamiegrout.com that you're probably watching right now. Or if you're not watching this there, you could be watching on the YouTube channel. And don't forget, Out and About with Jamie Grout is also available on Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, and Apple Podcasts. And with me is my interview guest, Ann Igoe, who is a board member of the Grinnell Historical Museum and volunteer. And you have a big fundraising campaign going on for this, Ann. Tell us about it.
We're just getting started, so no one knows about it yet.
Okay.
We are finishing up the renovation of the actual building, and now we're needing to fundraise for the interior, furnishings, technology, exhibit walls, things like that. We need about $300,000, and we're hopeful.
Well, that's good. And you're raising these funds in various different ways. Tell us about those, Ann.
Well, we have really, really good donors who've supported the museum since it started in 1954. But so we've had a cadre of really good supporters, and then we've gotten good support from the city. We have a state Department of Transportation grant, which is very special and helpful. And then we've had some really great donors. We've had two donors at $100,000. One is anonymous, so that's kind of interesting. But we've had just super donations.
So for folks in Grinnell, that they know that there's been a museum in Grinnell for a long time, but how will this museum, when it opens up, be different than the other one?
Well, the other one is a Victorian home, which has superb woodwork, and it's really a lovely house. That house is not accessible to anyone who can't climb a lot of stairs. It has no restrooms, has no exhibit space. It's a fabulous house, but it doesn't allow us to tell the story of Grinnell. The new space is wide open. We will be able to have permanent exhibits, temporary exhibits. We'll be able to move things around at will. We've never been able to do anything like this, so it's a learning experience for us and a very different way to have a museum. So we're excited about that.
Great. What kind of exhibits would you like to have in this new building?
Well, we've got a list of about 150 already. 4-H. I want to do an exhibit about how soybeans got started because they weren't very popular in the beginning. We have some great historic manufacturers in Grinnell that we'll want to talk about. We want to talk about early doctors, insurance, hospitals, you name it. We want to tell Grinnell stories.
That's great. If people want to donate to this great cause, how can they go about doing that?
They can donate to us personally, not personally, but directly to the museum, or the Greater Poweshiek Community Foundation has us listed as Campaign 703. 703 is the address.
Okay.
We haven't been very creative about that.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. It seems to work. So either with the museum online at our website, or send us a check to P.O. Box 254, Grinnell, Iowa, 50112, or through the Poweshiek Community Foundation. And that's a good way to do it. If you will have if you're retired and you have some RMD money due and you want to send it to us through them, through your financial advisor, you don't have to pay tax on it.
Oh.
So that's good. We have also had people who donated their grain harvest for us, so that's always fun.
Wow.
It's you never know what it is. They just send a load of grain in to the co-op and they tell us how much it is. So it's really kind of fun.
Well, that's great. In your mind, what makes a great museum, Ann?
A great museum, I think, is a place where you can feel really comfortable and where you can learn about the past, connect it to the future, learn a little bit about yourself. We know when we learned history, we learned one thing at a time, one country at a time. I like to be able to pull it all together for people.
Sure. And just real quick, too, I know you want to have kids involved in this also.
We want to be as interactive as possible. Currently, we have 2 children's groups who are interested in doing something with the museum and in the museum, a 4-H group and the middle school history club. both, I think we'll be able to put in exhibits for our opening day.
Okay, if people want more information, how can they go about doing that, Ann?
Best is on our website, grinnellhistoricalmuseum.org, or Instagram, Facebook. Those are the best ways.
Fantastic. Thanks for chatting with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Our interview guest has been Ann Igoe, who is a board member and volunteer for the Grinnell Historical Museum. Drive right by it. You'll see it on the main drag. It's pretty cool. It really is. And you can see some pictures of the progress that they're making here in the building on my Out and About with Jamie Grout Facebook page, and also on my regular Jamie Grout Facebook page. And congratulations on all your hard work and your crew, Ann.
We're excited.
I'm looking forward to an update after the first of the year.
You'll get one.
Thank you for joining me on Out and About with JamieGrout.com.